I'm not going to be like that professional videographer that just memorizes this. I just want to tell you guys what I absolutely hate about my brand new Toyota Corolla hatchback.
Oh no! Anyway.
Number one, a window squeak all the time. The shiny trim on the interior as well as the key fob is extremely sensitive to scratches. Within the first day, just driving, not putting anything in and out of the car, just being close enough to scare it was apparently enough to scratch it immensely. As well, there is plastic squeaks and rattles all throughout the car. Number four is that there's no tire jack in the rear of the car, which is odd to me because if you want to take your tire, like there's no spare tire as well. So let's say though you blow a tire and you want to just take the tire off and take it to a shop, get a new tire put on, you can't do that, which is odd. Number five is the front end issues and the body roll, which blew me away. Driving it initially, everything was great. Well, not really. Everything was okay, and then you really feel like kind of like a
wiggle.
You don't get it unless you drive it, but it's a bit of a like shimmy, and it doesn't drive like super straight. I've driven Civics, and they are much better and much smoother than this car. As well, the road noise is terrible. The e-brake, the automatic e-brake, which sucks. Sometimes if you put the parking brake on and then you try and leave, sometimes it will just automatically go off by itself, and then oftentimes it will just stay on and you'll drag the back tires with you as you go until you shut it off. Which you also need to put your foot on the brake to shut it off, which doesn't make any sense to me because it's an e-brake, an emergency brake. The buttons on the steering wheel to switch the songs. So if you're driving like I normally do with your left hand on the top of the wheel, or even 10 to 2, you have to move your left hand down to do the volume buttons, but your right hand down to switch the song, which makes it kind of inconvenient if you're driving with your left hand. It'd be nice just to go from your left hand down and switch the song really quickly, but instead you have to bring your right hand up and change the song. Not a big deal, it just was kind of weird to me. Alright, so I am 5'7". That's 1.7 meters if you're somewhere else. I don't even know, but I just thought I would do that for you guys. When you're sitting and you want to look over to see if there's traffic coming when merging or when yielding onto a main road, the pillar is directly in your vision. And I mean like directly, like you have to really look all the way around and get right up in there to try and see if there's a car coming.
I broke my back.
So, you know, it is what it is, right? Like you'll deal with it, you'll live with it. Fuel economy in the city, I get 9.5. That was pretty much the same with or without the exhaust and whatnot. And 7.8 on the highway, which, I mean, it's okay. It's better than what I was getting in my 1984 Cadillac, but not by a lot. The paint quality on this is not good. At 3,000 kilometers, I've only been on the highway a couple times. There's already multiple chips, like a good handful of chips on the front of the car and on the side of the car, which is my own fault because of the wider wheels and everything. Okay, but on the front of the car, like I'm not that guy that rides people's asses. Where, you know, rock chips are more likely to occur. So that was really disappointing. Okay, so I have some bonus tips, and this is for people that are maybe considering modding this vehicle as well. If you're considering buying this vehicle, this is things that you should consider. You'll notice that the front tires and the back are not the same width, basically, because of the way the body is designed. The back is thicker, which I like a thicker booty. But in this case, you're gonna want about a 2mm spacer in the rear if you wanna get a really nice stanced look. As well, the tires that come on this vehicle stock are far too small in my opinion, which also makes the handling in corners trash. Number two is that it has a governor of about 4,000 RPM stopped in the vehicle if you're revving it, which it does sound quite nice. I wish it was a little bit higher. This is a sports edition with the nice chrome fake exhaust vent. Trash. Overall, the power is adequate. It feels nice in the higher RPM. Down low, it's completely gutless, which makes sense. It's a 4-cylinder. I'm looking at getting it tuned and maybe that'll give me a bit more lower end pull. If I had to do it again, yes, I'd buy this car. It was more of a business decision and like a mindset decision of like, I want to prove to myself I can afford a car like this and make those kind of payments and blah, blah, blah. If I could have just stretched my budget a little bit further, I would have got a Civic, hands down, of course. VTEC Bro is just fucking... But it's a good car, and overall I'm happy with it. It's fun. Pulls good enough that like you can play around in traffic and everything, and and have a really good time. But it's an economy car, remember that, and certainly if you treat this vehicle very well, it will probably last you a very long time. Certainly not the case with this car. 5 bonus tips for people that absolutely fucking shred it like I do. Right about here. Here? Loud noises. More, please. Thank you. Sad boy energy. Definitely not big energy as well with this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. If you're interested, I could also do a 5 to 10 things that I like about this car or love about this vehicle. The list is actually smaller, but it's a Toyota Corolla. See you on the next video. If you drive like me though, you're just kind of like, you know, like